There we go. Alright. Hey gamers, I'm back. You're wondering, was there anything going on? What happened? You were streaming just like 10, 20 minutes ago and then you stopped. Well, turns out my modem needed a restart. And I was dropping frames like mad. Doesn't look like I am anymore. Looks like the, so I'll have to, so I restarted the game. I only was like 15 minutes into the game after the last save. So I really didn't lose all that much progress, so I figured I might as well just restart, and we'll start fresh, and I'll probably just delete the 15-minute VOD that didn't work. Okay. So yeah, I had a little bit of a internet technical issue, but I am back. And, I will be playing more Star Ocean, and this time, hopefully for more than 15 minutes. And hopefully without issue. would be the dream. But yeah, let's get back to it. I really didn't get up to too much. One thing I'm gonna miss out on, I'm not gonna do it again, is I went to the arena the last stream, and I actually beat the first You know what? Maybe I'll keep the well, I'll see what is salvageable from the last stream's VOD. I might keep it, and I might make a clip from it, maybe. Because I did... it was pretty funny. And I can't really recreate it without it coming across as, like, fake or something. You know, I feel like part of a live stream is it being live and you getting the real reaction as it happens. But, you know what? Just for the hell of it, I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'll show you all. But it's not going to be as funny or as interesting, and, you know, unfortunately, that moment might be lost to time. But when I check the VOD later after this stream, I'll see if it's salvageable or not. But anyways, I digress. Essentially, I went to the arena. I was like, okay, I'm back. I'm stronger than ever. Can I even defeat the first monster in the first round? Can I do that now? And so I will show you that I can. Although, I probably can't this time because I forgot the thing that I did to make it a little bit more manageable. You'll see. You'll see. It's pretty crazy. So first up, we have this little toxic sludge guy. I can beat him. Oh, no. Okay. Doing some good damage here.
Move a little faster, huh?
Got one down. Two down. Oh, and I automatically lose. So that was one thing that happened in the last stream too, is if you get paralyzed in these arena fights, you just automatically lose. Which is kind of funny. You're fighting monsters that can paralyze you in a single hit. So yeah, not so fun. So let me try it again, because I did actually beat those slimes. I did a different thing though. So after I lost, I was like, oh, why don't I have a weapon equipped either? That'd probably help a lot. Jesus. Yeah, I had no weapon or armor equipped. That could be part of the reason why I had some trouble, huh? Okay. But anyways, I also changed the Chain of Might to a Ring of Might, so... Actually, this should go a lot... You know, I actually might get a little bit farther. The last stream, I did not realize I didn't have weapon or armor equipped. So, actually, I'm a little bit better off than I was last time. So let me stay at the end really quick. Actually, yeah, you know, I was all set to like have a little laugh with you guys and showcase me getting my ass kicked, but actually, with a weapon equipped and armor, maybe I could be the one who kicks some ass here. But you'll see what I mean. You'll see what I mean. Because, like, that slime, it seems difficult, but it's a relatively innocuous sort of a... You know, we've seen, like, different colors of that slime as weaker versions of it, like, many times. You know, it's not a particularly unique or interesting monster. It's you know... It doesn't seem like that big of a deal. Like, yeah, it's tough. It's rank A, though, so of course it's gonna be tough, right? Like, that shouldn't be a big surprise. But you'll see what happens after that fight. You'll see what round 2 looks like. And you'll see why I laugh so hard.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah! Yeah, this is gonna go way better. As long as I don't get paralyzed and insta-lose. Let's let him actually split a little bit. I actually want him to do that so I can get more experience. Also, I'm gonna seize. Bless me. Fuck it, I'm killing him. Ooh, that could have been a paralyze and an insta-lose. There we go.
Wish they could have lasted longer. I can feel the power flowing.
Alright, so then I was like, so after that battle, I was like, oh, well, maybe the next round will be a little bit easier. Like, maybe they put, like, a really strong enemy in the front. And then, like, maybe some of the later enemies are a little bit weaker. Look at this shit. It's like, what the hell? And that's exactly what happened to me last time. Okay. That was still pretty funny and worth showing. So that's what happened in the last stream that you guys missed. So, yeah. It's just funny stuff. Anyways, I gotta go through, like, people's equipment and make sure that they actually have stuff equipped now. There we go. But yeah, that was, I don't know. It looks like something out of, like, Godzilla, like Mecha Godzilla or something, you know? Looks like one of Godzilla's enemies. It's just like, boom, right after a little slime. It's like, heyo, this thing looks like a giant boss. Okay. Sure thing. I haven't even... A lot of these enemies you see in the game, so, like... You know, they pull monsters out from different parts of the story. So, I don't know if that's a boss or a regular enemy, but it's very scary, and it does 2,000 damage with ease. So, I'm probably not going to try that again. Anyways, it looks like the stream is indeed working now, which I really appreciate. Yeah, like I said, I had like some technical issues, and it really sucked, and I lost some of the stream, but it's not a big deal. The other thing that I wanted to do is I wanted to, if I'm not currently enlightened, I want to be enlightened, and I want to also be training as well. And then I also want to level up my training. If I could have. But yeah, now we can go to the castle and get our emblem. And that's as far as the last stream got, as I just went to the castle. So we're about caught up to where I was. I did a little bit of that arena stuff, and then... just head on over to the castle.
Somebody's gonna get hurt real.
Was it Star Ocean until the end of time? I've heard of that one. I haven't actually, yeah, I don't know how many there are either. I know there's 3 at least, like you said. There's, Star Ocean 1, Star Ocean 2, and then Star Ocean Till the End of Time. After that, I don't know either. I don't know much about the Star Ocean series to begin with, though, so... I just remembered seeing in, like, EGM or PlayStation Magazine or something, like, either an advertisement or some sort of thing about, Star Ocean Till the End of Time. Blue Sphere? Yeah, is that another Star Ocean? Star Ocean Blue Sphere? I've never heard of it. But, I might eventually get to playing Till the End of Time. But for the purposes of my stream and, like, progression and getting some games, you know, streamed and done, after Star Ocean 2, I'll probably take a break on the series and then come back to it again later. But I at least want to beat Star Ocean 1 and 2. Chiefly because I bought them on the Nintendo Switch eShop and I wanted to beat them anyways. I do have a PS2 with, like, you know, free McBoot and everything on it. So, I mean, you know, it wouldn't be, like, a difficult thing for me to stream that either, but... Oh, I see. Interesting. I didn't know there was GBA Star Ocean games, but that's pretty neat. But yeah, we're about to hopefully get, because again, I streamed like about 30 minutes ago now, and I ran into like a connectivity error. And so this is about, like, once I get inside here, this is about as far as I got in the last stream.
To see the king.
And so I actually don't know if we just get the emblem or not yet.
Please wait one moment.
But I'm hoping we do. I did do something accidentally kind of maybe a little racist. Like, I didn't mean to. It was a total accident. But I'll show you I'll show you what I said, and I'll own it. I'll own it. I made a mistake. It's fine.
It's going great. We managed to find our missing companions. Thanks to your guidance, I should add.
All I did was mention the Purgatorium. Maybe that pointed you in the right direction.
But yeah, I heard this, so I'm not really paying attention right now. But, Game Boy Color, okay.
I'm Ronix. Pleasure.
Pleasure's mine.
Yeah, see, like, you know, I enjoy this original hardware setup that I have for the most part. But streaming Game Boy games is actually, like, really hard to do on original hardware because, you know, a Game Boy doesn't have, like, an HDMI out coming out of it unless you modify it or something, right? So it's actually really difficult to stream them. If you want to do original hardware. So anything that's like Game Boy or Game Boy Color, until I like win the lottery and I can buy like a GBA consolizer or something, probably not streaming Game Boy games for a little bit though.
A knight captain, but you're a woman. Gender doesn't factor into the equation. Shall I take you to the king then?
Oh, and I thought he was like turned into a statue, like he was petrified, so I like, he looks stoned. Because like his sprite looks like he's made out of stone, but really he's just black. So I don't know, I felt like that was a little accidental racism on my part when I pointed that out in the last stream. But again, I'll own it. I made that mistake. I mistook a black person for being petrified. Whatever. Say la vie.
We have come on a mission from the King of Van.
Yeah, you could do GBA with, so there's like a couple of different ways that you could do it. So like with the SNES, there's like the Super Game Boy, and that's original Game Boy only. Then there was a Super Game Boy 2 that was released only in Japan for Super Famicom consoles. I think that can do Game Boy Color. Or maybe only certain Game Boy Color games, but it opens up the library a bit more. Then there was the Game Boy adapter for the GameCube. It was a Game Boy Advance adapter, actually. So you could do GBA, I believe, on the GameCube, but I don't think it can do Game Boy or Game Boy Color. But I could be wrong on that. I've never owned one or used one before, but I'm reasonably sure it's GBA only on GameCube. So like, there are ways that you can stream those games with with original consoles and stuff. It's just such a hassle. It certainly is cheaper than buying a consolizer, but I mean, if you're gonna start going that far out of your way, you might as well just buy the consolizer at that point. Like, you're just kind of just like, and then on top of that, like, you aren't playing on original hardware. I think it's like, I'm not sure how that works. I think with the Super Game Boy on the SNES, that is actually kind of original hardware, because I believe that giant cartridge that the Super Game Boy is actually, like, inside of it is like a Game Boy. Like, so it is mechanically original hardware in the same way as a real Game Boy, but in a cartridge form. Can't speak about the Game Boy adapter on GameCube and whether it uses any emulation or anything, but you never know. It could be technically original hardware as well. No idea. But anyways.
I see. Minister, take the guards out of the room.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I mean, there's definitely some Game Boy games that I'd like to stream, and I will stream some of them. Like, if it's like a big enough game that I really want to stream.
With certain phrases related to the Eye of Truth.
Oh, that's right. I should get my camera ready too, because he says these phrases and I'm not sure if they're important to remember for later. But like Pokemon, like I streamed Pokemon Blue, or was it Red? I think it might have been Red. I streamed Pokemon Red. I did like a Nuzlocke challenge for it. And that I did use emulation for. It's not my preferred way, but when it comes to streaming like Game Boy games, like, it's one of the easier ways to do it, so you might as well. Isn't there like a, I know there's like a disc that's like a GBA, like, hold on a second. I gotta look this up really quick, because I know there's like a disc that comes with the link cable stuff, and I think it lets you play Game Boy Advance games, but let me double check. Game Boy Advance GameCube. If I go to images, I'll add disc to it too, so I can see what I'm talking about here. Yeah, there is one. It's the Game Boy Player. The Nintendo Game Boy Player on the GameCube. Let me look up what that exactly is. Because I've seen this disc. I actually own this disc, but I don't actually own the adapter and stuff that goes with it. So I've always seen it, but I've never actually used it myself, so I actually don't know how the Game Boy Player works for Game Boy Player GameCube. Let's see. I'm going to look up some information about it. Okay. So it's like a thing that attaches to the bottom of the GameCube, apparently. This is original Nintendo device made. Oh, this guy does not speak. This is not an English first language person. That's okay. I'm gonna read it exactly as he wrote it, though. This is a original, not an original, but this is a original Nintendo device made connects to the bottom of any GameCube console and enables Game Boy, Game Boy Color, or Game Boy Advance cartridges to be played on your TV. It connects via the high-speed parallel port at the bottom of the GameCube and requires use of a boot disc sold separately to access the hardware. Okay, so apparently if I got the Game Boy player, and if I still have the disc somewhere, I'd have that at least. But if I got that, I guess I could stream Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance games. So that's a good call. But yeah, apparently, if you have the Game Boy player, you can play Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance games. Good to know. That's another option. I might have to look into that. I'm still a fan of the consolizer idea. Just because... Again, I don't know too much about the inner workings of the Game Boy player. Oh, is it? Yeah. So you might as well almost kind of get the consolizer. I'm not sure yet. I'd have to look into it more. And I'd also have to see how much of the original hardware aspect of it is. Like, I don't know how much emulation goes on with the Game Boy player. So I'd have to do more research, but that's still a good
Phrases, Your Majesty?
a good step towards getting Game Boy games on the stream.
Anguish not.
And I got to take a picture of these because I'm not sure if these are supposed to be remembered or not. So let me just take some quick pictures here of these phrases, just in case. You never know. Some games were really mean, and some games are really nice. The really mean games will say shit like this, and then like let's just do like a for instance. I don't know if this is how the game's gonna do it, but like I've played games where like you're given like a series of words, for instance. Like you might have like let's say like the main character's reading a book, right? And in like highlighted red, it says like majesty, and then there's another highlighted red word in the book that's like principles, and then like another highlighted word in the book, ethics, right? So you have majesty, principles, and ethics as the highlighted words. And you see this book kind of near the beginning of the game, right? And you might not think anything of it, and you forget those words, right? But then you come to the end of the game, and there's like a quiz section where the game's like, what was the first highlighted word in the book? And then it gives you like an option of like a bunch of different words. Like let's just say aquamarine, moose, majesty, mandingo, right? And you have to choose the right one. And if you forgot what it was, or you didn't take a picture of it for reference, you'd have to go all the way back to like the beginning of the game and look at that book again in order to see what the word was, right? So I'm wondering if at a certain point we're going to get later into a quiz situation where I have to input these phrases or pick out of a list the right phrase or put these in like the right order or whatever it is. I don't trust games is what I'm trying to say.
Instead, gather forth your courage.
So I'm just going to take a picture of all these things in case I need them later. I've fallen for that trap a couple of times in a couple of different games.
May your strength be
And
everlasting.
I'm a little too smart to fall for it again. I know the solution. You just take a picture and you're done.
Generations to come will thank you.
There.
Is that all, Your Highness?
So now we have the... So, again, I don't know if we needed to do that and take the pictures, but it's better safe than sorry. I've gotten trolled too many times by video games in that similar way.
It is, and I am afraid I have little idea what these four phrases could mean. I have never given it much thought. After all, it is not my purpose to know what my individual piece of the puzzle means.
Anguish not over your fate. Instead, gather forth your courage, and may your strength be everlasting. Generations to come will thank you. Just sounds like a random proverb to me.
That wouldn't be too bad, because I do think I have the disc somewhere. Although, I'd have to look around for it.
I must admit I agree with you, but all the same, the King of Van gave you that emblem for good reason. He knew you could unlock the secret
understand now. Thank you, Your Majesty.
I pray that your journey will bear fruit for us all. Ah, and take this too.
Alright, we got all the emblems. Sweet. So now we go back to Sylvalin and,
I wish you the best of luck. It appears that you have visited every nation. It would be best for you to return to the King of Van with all those emblems and make your report.
Yes, Your Majesty. Thank you very much.
Alright, here we go. Let's talk to her one more time. Oh, thanks. Oh, bummer. Is it like the original model of like the GBA as well, or is it the SP? Or the Micro? Because I remember like the original GBA had like a really dark screen to kind of begin with. It didn't have any backlighting. The GBA SP though has a pretty good screen. I wonder if I have mine lying around in close proximity. I don't think I do. But anyways, I have a GBA SP and it's really nice. I bought it at a Goodwill, and it works perfect, and it had, like, a bunch of, like, Hello Kitty decals all over it, which I thought was really adorable. Yeah. Yeah, those original GBAs are, yeah, they're a little rough. Like, I like the form factor. Like, with the GBASP, you're kind of, like, a little bit scrunched up, because it's, like, a little bit more of, like, a box. It's a little bit more squarish, and so your hands are kind of a little bit more cramped, kind of pressed together. Whereas with, like, the original Game Boy, you're kind of, like, spread out a bit more. It's more horizontal, rectangular than square. I like the form factor of the original Game Boy Advance. But I like the backlight and the ability to plug in headphones into the SP that I think, and also the charger having like having a built-in rechargeable battery was also really nice in the SP too. Overall, I prefer the SP, but there's reasons to use the original as well, and if you ever wanted to look into it, there are backlight modifications you could do to this and to the Game Boy Advance, and from what I've seen, you know, original hardware modification and quality of life stuff like that can be expensive. But from what I've seen and what I remember, I think it's not bad on the GBA backlight mod. I don't think it's that expensive. You know, don't quote me, but I seem to remember that. I think it might still be around in the hundreds, but like, or like 100, like maybe $70 to like 100. Which is still quite a lot, but for retro gaming shit, it's not that bad. There's definitely, like, if you love your GBA and you want to get some more life out of it, I think spending like $70 wouldn't, to get a new backlight for it wouldn't be too big of an ask, but you never know. Like, money is one of those things where, like, I don't put much stock in money, so I don't really think about it too much. Like, if I don't have any money and I'm sweating bullets, like, that's just kind of life. I've been in that situation many, many times where I'm either in the negative of money or just at $0 and 0 cents. And it's not a pleasant place to be, so I don't expect anybody to plop down $100 on a Game Boy Advance just to get it backlit, but it is a solution. Explosive kick!
be simple.
Looks like this is serious.
Explosive! Explosive kick! Explosive kick! Explosive kick! Guess it really was that
But yeah, there's like, to be honest, like, the GBA library is like when it comes to like must-play games, to me it's like a little bit on the small side of a library. There's certainly a lot of good games on it. I like Castlevania Circle of the Moon. I always wanted to play, but I never ended up playing, Super Dodgeball Advance or whatever. The dodgeball game on it looked really fun. You know, and then there's like the Pokemon Sapphire and Ruby, and like those were good too. There was like a pretty glitchy but decent Harvest Moon on there. I think it was a port of Back to Nature. Oh yeah, the Sacred Stones, right? And yeah, those are definitely in the must-play section. But yeah, they're also highly sought after and collectible and all that. I'm trying to think of some other like big name GBA games. WarioWare, I guess. Oh, Minish Cap. Minish Cap was really fun. I like Minish Cap a lot. I heard there's a Gunstar Heroes game on the Game Boy Advance that apparently is really good. I haven't played it myself, but I've heard good things about it. Yeah.
Let's get this over with.
Please do not trifle with people's lives.
Not sure what else really. Off the top of my head anyway. Oh, Advance War, I guess. I was streaming that a little bit before. I didn't think it was very streamable though. I didn't think it fit into the kind of mood that I try to establish in my streams. But definitely a game. Oh yeah! Tactics Advance 2. Or sorry, Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. Yeah, that was a pretty good game. Yeah, like, oh, wait. There was Final Fantasy Tactics Advance and then Final Fantasy Tactics Advance 2, right? Final Fantasy Tactics Advance I really liked. I never played Final Fantasy Tactics Advance 2, but I always saw, like, the main character design for it and always had a laugh about it. He looks very goofy. He looks very overly designed and silly looking. And if I remember right, he has like a pizza cutter for a weapon. But actually, I really did enjoy Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. That was actually a really good game. I thought that like the card system, like the law system in Tactics Advance was really annoying sometimes, but sometimes it made the game more challenging in a fun way, and sometimes it just shut down like an entire team of yours and just kind of screwed you over. Like sometimes you'd get into like a really hard battle, and then like the worst law that you could break in the battle would be like, don't use items or you get a card, right? A red card, which if you get a red card, your character's like ejected from the battle, right? And if you can't use items, you can't like heal, you can't heal your MP, yada yada yada. Like, that made the game almost impossible sometimes when you got like laws like that in a battle. Like, it always kind of sucked. And they were randomly chosen at the start of the battle too. Oh,
Let's get this over. Do we have to worry?
Wygraf? Or Vygraf, or whatever his name is. He was the boss that I actually got hard locked on and couldn't progress. I never ended up beating Final Fantasy Tactics because of Vygraf, or whatever his name is.
Alright, let's get going.
But yeah, I should probably, you know, Final Fantasy Tactics would be a good game to stream. I should throw that on the list sometime. There's a lot of games that I want to stream. But yeah, actually beating Final Fantasy Tactics all the way instead of getting to the end and bitching out, that'd be a good use of my time. I should do that. That's one of the things that I really enjoy about that's one of the things that I really enjoy about streaming, is that it does keep me honest, and it does make it so like I don't just give up on a game. It also makes me feel a little bit less bad if I have to like look something up, because it's like for the stream, you know what I mean? Like if I get hard stuck on a puzzle, like I don't want to spend hours trying to figure it out. Like for instance, in this game there was that moon puzzle that I got stuck on for a long time. I gave it my best shot and I tried to logic it out, but no matter which way I spun that Rubik's Cube, I could not figure that puzzle out. So like, at that point, it's like I either keep... My thoughts were, I either figure out the logic behind this puzzle, which I was not doing. I could not figure the logic behind that puzzle. So that wasn't an option. The other thing I could have done is like either press the switches randomly and just hope that I stumbled on the right combination of the switches. And then the other thing I could have done is systematically gone through the switches and like, here's what happens when I pull switch 1 down. Okay, nothing happened. What happens if I put it back up? Now I do switch 2, nothing happens. Switch 3, nothing happens. 4, 5, 6. Now what happens if I do 1 and 2, 1 and 3, 1 and 4, 1 and 5? You know, and just systematically gone through every single combination. Instead of subjecting the stream to that, I just looked it up. Yeah, like, there's some games where, like, they're just designed for, like... I call them, like, Nintendo hotline games, because you're kind of not supposed to figure it out without either hours and hours and hours of painful trial and error, or, stumbling randomly into the solution, you know, or you just get help, and you go to that 1-800 number on the back of every Nintendo manual, and you go, please, Nintendo hotline person, I'll give you $10 a second, just please get me through this puzzle, you know. The games have those moments, and it's not fun. But it is what happens, and sometimes you gotta look it up. I'm never proud of it. I'm never proud to do that, but sometimes you gotta. It's not a choice. Alright, let's see what happens when I bring all the emblems to this guy. The time has come for Asmodeus to be vanquished once and for all. I wish you all the best. I pray that you all return alive and well. Best of luck. Wasn't I told to come back and report to the king here? Once I got all the... Maybe I'm just supposed to take all that stuff and go to the island now. I don't know. Let's save really quick before I do that, though. Oh, damn. Yeah, I never... See, I was... It's a joke. For sure, to say that the Nintendo Power... Or not Nintendo Power, but the Nintendo Hotline... was $10 a second. But yeah. It definitely stacked up, though. And, you know, from what I've heard from other people who say that they've used it, I've heard people say that actually, like, the Nintendo Help Hotline was actually pretty expedient, and they didn't try to keep you on the line. They weren't trying to squelch the money out of your wallet. They would actually have, like, you know, whoever the operator was, would actually have, like, you know, stacks and stacks of, like, guides and written information and commonly asked like tips and tricks for a lot of the more popular video games. And they would quickly tell you what you needed to do in a game, which is a very nice thing to do when you're being charged $2.99 a minute, apparently. But yeah, I've heard good things about the Nintendo Help Hotline's ethics. Apparently they weren't so bad to call up if you had to. But yeah. Let's go to the deserted island. I have all 4 of the emblems. I reported to the king, and he just said, hey, it's time to go kill the guy. So, what do I do? Did I go to, like, the wrong king to talk to? There doesn't seem to be anything for me to do here. Alright, well. I could have sworn that we went to Sylvain City. We talked to the king. Yeah. Yeah, I never actually got, like, the... No, that's not true. I played FF7, originally on the PS1, but I don't think I ever actually beat the game myself on the PS1. I got pretty far into it from what I remember, though. But I ended up, like, replaying it on the Switch later. And I did do the gold chocobo thing just because I'd always heard of Knights in the Round and I always wanted to have it, so I got it. It was cool. It was cool to get the Knights of the Round and also get the... I also fought like the ultimate weapon to get Cloud his ultimate weapon. It was cool stuff. But yeah, I'm confused with this game right now because what started me off on this quest, I thought, was talking to the king here. And I could have sworn that he said to come back later once he got all the emblems and talk to him again, and he would give us more information. A little confused as to why... I guess I have to go somewhere else? I guess I'll check all the other kingdoms out then. Because I surely am confused. Even the king that I talked to said to go to the van... Do I have to go to... Ekdart, maybe? Is this the right place? Maybe it is, because maybe I got an emblem from here that allowed me to go to, No, that's not right. Oh, wait. I remember now. I think I remember. It might actually be... it might actually be here, or it might actually be... Because, yeah, we got the first emblem in order to go to Sylvain, so it wouldn't be Sylvain that was the place. So that was actually a brain fart on my part. Okay. So somewhere in the Van Kingdom there's a castle here. I'll look around. Hopefully it's not too far.
We're surrounded.
But yeah, I don't think I've ever actually beat Ruby or Emerald Weapon either, though. I've only beaten the Ultimate Weapon in order to get Cloud's Ultimate Weapon. Those are definitely some challenges that I should take on at some point, though. That'd be fun. From what I've seen and heard about those fights, though, you need a lot of prep in order to beat them, and you need to, like, really know what the hell you're doing or you'll just die.
This ought to be simple.
You're fighting us?
And, I cannot promise that I will know exactly what the hell I'm doing at any given point in time. Stupid fucking wolf.
Alright, let's get going.
Okay. Hopefully this is the castle town, but it might not be. We'll find out. Ionis. Actually, this does sound familiar. Isn't this a dead end? Yes, it is. I guess I wanted to go up here. That's right. I think I go over this way. No. Maybe this isn't the castle town either. Maybe I have to go further in. But at least I can stay at the inn. Hey, the one and only Stony Tony. Yeah, it's definitely worth playing so far, I gotta say. Like, don't let it linger on your backlog too long, because this has actually been a pretty fun playthrough, I'd say, overall. I've enjoyed it a lot. And I've heard that Star Ocean 2 is even better, so I'm looking forward to playing that eventually as well. I picked up them both as well. I've been meaning to play these games for a long time. Like, I always wanted to play the original Star Ocean ever since I saw, like, screenshots of, like, the Super Famicom version. Like, on image boards or forums and whatever, back in the day. And, I always wanted to play it.
I needed that.
So it's fun to finally get around to it.
Yes!
Let's keep this pace going.
I can feel the power flowing!
Also, I've heard good things about Persona 3 Reload. I've played Persona 3. I actually have a save file that I think is... I unsubscribed from Game Pass, but if I ever pick up Game Pass again, I think I still have Persona 3 installed. So I can get back to it anytime. But, I think I was, like, just about done, like, the first year or something, or maybe I was into the second. I remembered I just unlocked being able to romance, oh, what's her name? The preppy, studied lady. Can't remember her name. Nope, nah, it's not coming to me. But yeah, I remember, Ooh, Millie has a lot of skill points I didn't realize. Now that she's done that, I could actually make her do some... Oh, that's right, I was gonna have her get into Oracle stuff. What's when you think of this game? Letters, illustration, emails, whatever. We'd love to hear from you. This game is a remake of the Star Ocean game that came out in Japan on July 19th, 1996. Picking too many pockets will lower your friend's affection level towards you. I didn't know there was an affection level, actually. There's an affection level in this game? What the heck? I did not know that. Weird. There's a lot more to this game than meets the eye, that's for sure. But, yeah, Resident Evil. Yeah, those survival horror games have some pretty nasty puzzles in them. Yeah, so, with Grandia... I've heard, like, the Saturn version is actually, like... There's a, I'll have to look it up. But I think there's, like, a version... So there's two versions. There was a Saturn version and the PS1 version. And apparently, there were things in the Saturn version that were, like, cut from, like, the PS1 version, or there was hardware limitation stuff. So, like, some of the cool effects in the Saturn version weren't carried over to the PS1 version. However, I think I've heard tell that somebody's made a mod of the PS1 version that brings over the good things from the Saturn version and brings them to the PS1 version and makes, like, the ultimate version of Grandia 1. Don't hold me to it. That's just from what I remember reading about it, because I wanted to play Grandia 1 as well. And I had actually started it up, and I was going to record it and make, like, some reviews out of it and stuff later. But unfortunately, the way my Sega Saturn is modded, it's modded to play burnt discs. But burnt discs can be unreliable, let's say, when it comes to working. So yeah, unfortunately, I couldn't get Grandia 1 on the Saturn working on my modded Saturn. But yeah, Grandia is another game on the list. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to stream it, but I am going to play it at some point, and I'll either record it and make a review out of it, or I'll just play it and have fun. I don't know. Sometimes I like to just play games too, just for fun, instead of actually doing anything with it. But yeah, it was cool though. From the little bit of, that I played of Grandia, it was pretty good. I would have liked to have played more if only it wasn't having issues on my disc, my burnt disc.
Can we just leave these alone? You're fighting us?
That guy got fucked.
Over already?
Alright, we're starting to get up here. I think this is where the castle is. I'm hoping.
Can we just leave these alone?
Don't let your guard down. Meteor palm! Meteor palm!
Look at him, like, crying right there. That's so funny. Poor guy. Look, he's just, like, sad. I don't even want to kill him. I'm gonna let her kill that one. I don't want to kill it. Look at that. It's so sad. Look at him. Oh, maybe he's not crying. Maybe he's sweating after, like, attacking too much. But I just couldn't put that dog down. That just seemed mean. Alright, we're getting there. Hold on to your butts.
Well, this looks wimpy.
Please do not trifle with people's lives.
Meteor palm! Meteor palm! Meteor palm!
I believe in your ability to kill that thing.
Well, I'd say that's worth 10 out of 10.
Yeah, there's a lot of JRPGs out there, man. I want to play them all. I don't know if I'm gonna stream them all, but I want to play them all. Whew, this is a long trek.
This ought to be simple. Guard down.
Oh, bummer. Yeah, I don't know if I've played Thousand Arms before, so I don't know much about it, but that sucks. sorry to hear that it's not holding up. Also, that kind of reminds me of a conversation that I was having with somebody kind of recently about stuff like not aging well. One of the things, and again, I'm not necessarily talking about Thousand Arms though, but what we were talking about was Diablo, the Diablo series of games, and you know, I had asked him like, hey, what's your what's your tier list of Diablo games? And he said it was like 2, 3, 1, 4. I believe. And he really struggled to put 1 over 4 too, so maybe he thinks 4 is better than 1. But for my own personal tier list, I would do 2, 1, 4, 3 actually so far. I think I actually like Diablo 4 more than I liked 3. I haven't beaten Diablo 4 yet, so there's still a little bit of a chance for it to soil my experience with it. But so far, Diablo 4 is better than 3 in my opinion. I really did not like 3 that much. Other people did, and I get it. But here's like the thing. Here's the reason why I put Diablo 1 over both 4 and 3. Why I think it's the second best in the Diablo series. Because 2 is just a given. Diablo 2 is one of the best games ever made. Hands down, matter of fact. You could ask, if you ask somebody what their favorite Diablo is, and they don't say 2, write that person off. They suck. Right? Like, I know there's subjectivity and opinions, and people can have different opinions, but man, if somebody said Diablo 3 is better than Diablo 2 to me, I would just be like, see ya. Not literally, but you know what I mean? Like, it would just be such a horrible take. I don't know what I'd do. But anyways, the point is that, the reason why I put Diablo 1 so highly, as the second best Diablo game, is because it offers an experience the rest of the Diablo games don't give you. So, like, in Diablo 2, for instance, you get 4 acts, right? And then you get, like, an expansion, yada yada. But you get 4 acts, right? Cool. Each act is broken up into, like, different locales, right? So for the first Diablo, you get, like, for the first act in Diablo 2, you start off in, like, a plainsy kind of, green naturey kind of a place. Then the next place is an arid desert. Next place is a swamp. And then after that, the next place, I believe... Oh god, what was the last place? Ice was the expansion. I'm blanking on what the 4th act locale looked like. But anyways, it doesn't matter. It might have just been hell. It might have just been hell. Anyways. Yeah, wasn't it like this little outpost thing and then you walked into hell essentially? And then like, they fought Diablo at the bottom of it. Anyways. So, each act is broken up into a different locale, right? Same with Diablo 3, it's broken up in the acts, each one's a different locale. In Diablo 4, they kind of made it more open world, but at the same time, there's still an act structure, and there's still different locales that you go to per the act, right? Sometimes you go back and forth between different areas that were in different acts, but in Diablo 4, It still has the axe structure, and it still does that. In Diablo 1, there were no acts. There was one singular dungeon that was made up of 4 different levels, and each level of it had multiple, floors to it, right? And they were different looking from each other. They were different locales in a way. But it was all offered in this one one experience where, like, you start from the top, and from the top you could go to the very bottom, right? From the top level of the mausoleum, you could go all the way down to the bowels of hell and fight Diablo. Pretty cool, right? And I kind of prefer that kind of focused sort of structure, and it just made it feel more cohesive as a game, and you don't get that with the other Diablos. So that's why I've always liked Diablo 1 more than 3 and 4, is because even though it's an older Diablo and it doesn't have a lot of the quality of life stuff, it doesn't have like super rare green unique items and stuff. It had unique items and rare items, but they weren't like, there weren't gems. There wasn't like, the magic system was different. It was like its own unique experience, and I loved it. So to me, it goes Diablo 2, Diablo 1, Diablo 4, Diablo 3. And, people can disagree with me, but I just thought that the first Diablo game was so unique, and is still unique, even within its own series. And the unique experience is so good that I feel like it still holds up, even though it's an older game. Even though it doesn't have rune words or, set items or, gems and, legendaries that you can, like, pull the ability out of and put it on another legendary. Like, it doesn't have all that stuff, but it's still a really fun game. And I think it holds up. So whenever people say that, like, a game doesn't hold up, I mean, no offense by this, but my eyebrow does raise a little bit, and I'm like,
Let us see the king, please.
I would like to judge for myself whether the game holds up or not, because very often, people are just used to, like, the newer versions of games. And then when they go back to play an older game, they go, oh, this doesn't hold up compared to the newer games, so I don't like it as much. Whereas if you go with, like, a fresh perspective, where you start from the first game and move up, I feel like you're more likely to like the older game. And I don't know. I guess that might just be me. And yeah, Diablo 4, there's definitely issues with Diablo 4. That's why, I don't think it's better than 1. Whereas 1 as a self-contained game is pretty flawless for the experience it gives you. It's not as expanded as big as the other Diablos, but it's a good one. But, yeah, the Diablo games, they're all pretty fun. Like, even 3, even though I think Diablo 3 is the weakest one in the series, it's kind of like with Metal Gear Solid, right? Like, with Metal Gear Solid, I think 4 is the worst Metal Gear Solid game. But I still like Metal Gear Solid 4. Like, I'll still play the shit out of it. And, I beat it. I beat it multiple times. I even beat it on this stream. And I enjoyed my my playthrough of Metal Gear Solid 4. And it's the same thing with Diablo 3. Like, if someone wanted to play D3... and they never played it before, and they wanted to play through the story, like, I'd play with them if they wanted me to. Why not? I wouldn't have that big of an issue with it. But when it comes right down to it, would I play it on my own again? Probably not. And I'm probably not gonna... Now that I've streamed Metal Gear Solid 4, and I've beaten it multiple times, and I've kind of gotten the experience that I want out of it, probably won't be playing Diablo 4 again anytime... Or, sorry, Metal Gear Solid 4 again anytime soon either. But, give me one moment. I'm getting a phone call, so I'll be right back. That was a good talk, though, about old games and such, so I'll be right back. Hey, you can see the BRB LOL sign is up right now. Didn't expect that call to go so long, but it did. And so yes, I also probably have to take like another quick break, so I'm gonna leave the BRB sign up, but I wanted to come back, check in, say hi, let you know I'm still alive. I didn't know that call was gonna take so long, but that's my dad. He loves to talk. I don't blame him. It's good to talk. I'm just not a social animal myself usually, so. Oh well. Anyways, I'll be back probably in another 15-20 minutes, but then I'm back for quite a while. Alright, and I was also going to make dinner and stuff, but I think I'm just going to DoorDash something so that way we can just keep playing up until I have to leave till work. I think that'll be fun. So this might be an extra long stream. I like to do extra long streams to kind of, at least like, so like, let's say I take about 40 minutes of a break. I like to increase the usual 3-hour stream that I do to 3 hours 40. So that way no time is really lost. But I might stream even longer than that. We'll see. We'll see what I get from DoorDash, if it's not too expensive. But yeah. Anyways, I'll be back in a little bit. Thanks for sticking with me, gamers. See you in a bit, Tukatoga. Hello, I am back. I got something ordered. I feel nice and refreshed. So when the meal comes that I'm door dashing, we'll have a little sit down kind of talk and just chat kind of a deal if people are still watching. I know that was an awful long break, but I had a phone call and then something I had to take care of, like right one thing after another. It happens. Where are my headphones? Here they are. But yeah, if no one's around, I'll just talk while I eat or something. But we'll have a little sit down. I haven't had like a eating dinner sit down with the stream in quite a while, so that'll be fun.
Yes, sir, Mr. Ronix. Please wait one moment.
I feel bad for the people who are watching like this, like archived later as well. It's just like
This way.
40 minutes of like nothing. They have to just skip through. Oh well.
It would appear that you have met with all the kings in the land.
Yes, Your Majesty. We learned of the Mua's past from the King of Mua, a cryptic set of phrases from the King of Astral, and the location of the hidden entrance to the demon world from the King of Silverland.
I see. And you have received emblems from all of these kings as proof?
We have, Your Majesty.
Then it is time for you to visit the Purgatorium.
The Purgatorium?
We didn't find anything the first time we visited.
Ah, so you have been there before. Well then, no need for any explanation. Head for the Purgatorium as soon as possible.
Now, do we want to go through the secret entrance, or do you think that that door that confounded me the last time will finally open? That was in the main entrance. Alright, here we go. Did I rest at an inn before? Yeah, looks like it. Also, we probably have skill points. Let me put those in too. Someone probably does. Joshua. I knew somebody did. But yeah, I'm excited to share this meal with y'all, because I kind of went, like, not all out. Like, obviously, like, there's a difference between going to, like, a 5-star restaurant, spending $100 to $200 on a meal, and then door dashing something for about $30. But, like, I never spend that amount of money on my dinners. So it's kind of a rare treat for me. I got a... I'll spoil it a little bit. I got a crab rangoons for the appetizer, and I got a sushi roll that you'll have to wait and see to see what it looks like and has on it. But so I got some sushi and sorry, and crab rangoons, which should be a pretty good dinner.
Wish
Guess
they
it
could have
really was
lasted
that
longer.
simple.
What is strength? I cannot help but wonder.
I cannot help but wonder. Joshua's funny. What is strength? A miserable little pile of secrets?
We've been surrounded.
Enemies!
Oh no! I'm gonna go help my magician out. Ooh, oh, that's Fairy Light. I was like, what spell's getting cast right now by her? It wasn't by her, it was for her.
Was this truly a necessary battle?
Yeah, hopefully they give me all the required materials in order to eat my food properly. A little bit of soy sauce and wasabi. And chopsticks would go a long way with the sushi. Hope they package everything.
Please do not trifle with people's lives.
Meteor! Meteor!
I'm so fucking slow. No, I almost got her. Very healing. Very healing is very healing.
I need that. Meteor palm! Meteor palm!
There. Skank down. I repeat, skank down.
Not too shabby.
And so it ends.
So yeah, I have to start getting ready for work around 8, so that's when I'll probably close up the stream, just as a warning. Ah, so close to maxing it right there. Next level. Yeah, so far this has been a fun game.
This ought to be simple.
Please do not trifle with people's lives.
Meteor palm! Meteor
Joshua, no!
palm!
That
Guess
was
it's
way
over.
too fast.
So yes, I want to go to the Purgatorium, which means I want to take a ship over to the middle. That's right. Okay, I know where to go. I gotta get to the middle continent. And I don't know what's faster. I think it's going this way. We'll find out.
This ought to be
Do
simple.
we have to worry about this?
Meteor palm!
The dog in midair reminds me of like Silent Hill.
Meteor palm!
I hate those witches. They're annoying. It doesn't help that I'm like super slow though.
Meteor palm! Meteor palm!
Got her ass. Nice.
Well,
Not
there
too
you go.
shabby.
Meteor palm, meteor palm. Sorry, just gets me. I like the waves crashing on the shore there. That's pretty. Pretty game. Yep, okay.
Somebody's gonna get hurt real bad.
Sorry for that, I was just checking the audio levels. Making sure that my mic was working and everything. Millie, no! You're getting donkey punched by a werewolf.
Alright, let's get going.
At least we're getting experience while this happens too, though. Also, I gotta look at my phone every once in a while just to, you know, keep track of the DoorDash order as well. So, sorry if I'm not paying attention fully to the game or the stream.
Please do not trifle.
It's just, you know, some things are just a little more important.
Palm! Explosive kick! Meteor palm!
This big-ass fucking DoorDash order I made, pretty important to me.
Wish
Guess
they
it's
could have
over.
lasted longer.
Oh, I can't wait. I actually can't wait for this to be done. I could stop here at the end, but I don't care to. I'm not gonna. You can't make me. I'm pushing it, baby.
Somebody's gonna get hurt real bad. Dragon roar.
I wish Godspeed would activate. There we go.
Everyone alright?
Ask and you shall receive. Spinning kata! Yeah. I haven't played the Xenoblade games, but I remember it's like, it's Roin time! You hear that a lot too, right? I'm gonna get Determination to 10. Yeah, JRPGs are silly about their little voice lines and having them play every time the attack's done.
Charge!
You're fighting us?
You can see how much, like, effort and care I'm putting into fighting these things. You can tell that I'm taking them really seriously. Yashua with another level up. He's doing good.
We're surrounded!
Wonderful!
Let's get moving!
And so it ends.
Ooh, Reflection. I'm sure that's a good spell. That's never gonna get used. Whoops. Oh, she has... Oh, right. I was waiting for 80 for that. Alright, she's all done with her determination, effort, and resilience stuff. So what was I doing with her? Oh, yeah, the ESP and purity stuff. Let's get piety to 10. I wonder if, piety or those other things are used for anything else. Oracle... No, I guess just Oracle. Okay, anyways.
Enemies!
We're surrounded!
We'd say that was 8 out of 10.
But yeah, I want to play, you know, I say this all the time, but it really is true. There's a lot of games that I want to play on stream. Another one is Xenosaga. I want to start the Xeno games from the start, you know what I mean? And play them one by one. Go through the series, see how the series evolves and adapts and the references it makes to earlier games and stuff. I love seeing the series build up from the start. It's so fulfilling and rewarding, and it's like, to me, it's like the best way to play a game series is to start from the first one. Like, you know, sometimes you don't get a choice, right? Like, as when I was growing up, I didn't own Metal Gear Solid, but I did eventually own Metal Gear Solid 2. So I started with 2 on the Metal Gear Solid series, really. Like, a friend of mine had lent me Metal Gear Solid, the original, for like a little bit. And so I played like the beginning of it a little bit, but I didn't get very far. Metal Gear Solid 2 is like the first time I really started playing a Metal Gear Solid game. Also, I forgot to go to the docks. But yeah, I love seeing games build up, and I love seeing the ways video games will reference other games in the series, and it's just so good. I love it. Alright, so now we want to go to Sylvalin. Ooh, picking up my order! Come on, come on! Oh, I can't wait for this to get delivered, bro. Right, I also want to step outside to save really quick, too. Because it might be no going back time after I do this. I'm just gonna no, I don't need to check here. Let's just go to the port. We're going to the deserted island. No, wait, no I'm not. I'm going to Purgatory. I still need the eye. I'm sorry, this DoorDash order is so distracting. So yeah, we want to go to the middle island, which is Trop. There we go. Back on it. Oh, yeah. Oh wait, Xenogear is the first one though, isn't it? But yeah, I am prepared for a very story-driven JRPG with that. I don't know how good it would make for a stream when they last that long, but we'll see. I'll see when I get there. That might be a series I don't stream, actually. I might record them, though. Maybe I'll make reviews out of them. Did we hit the end up? Yeah, we did. Dasher waiting for order. I love a good story, though, you know? I don't mind endless dialogue and endless, like, because, I used to read a lot more than I do now, but, I wouldn't be against reading a book, you know, or anything. It's just I haven't owned or rented a book out from, like, a library in a long time. But, you know, like, yeah, books are cool, and, having a JRPG that functionally acts like a book is not a detriment to me. It's enjoyable.
They are behind us! Behind us!
They're up our butts! If that doesn't drive you insane, I don't know what will. Meteor Palm! I mean, it's even worse for... Well, I mean, I don't know if anyone watching is using headphones or not, but when you have it going right directly into your ears, too, this Meteor Palm thing, whew! It's tough. It's tough to deal with.
Well, this looks wimpy.
You're fighting us? Take this!
My god. Shut up. Stop saying it. Oh.
This ought to be simple. Looks like this is serious. Explosive! 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 Explosive kick!
Well, at least that was a change of pace. I'll take explosive Can't go over Meteor Palm. Man, the DoorDash guy must be like... What's with this guy? Why is he ordering something that's literally like, you know, a walk down the road? Why is he DoorDashing it? But I'm streaming, baby. I can't get up to walk down and take another big, like, 20-minute plus break. Can't do that. Can't do that to my Twitch audience. Oh, let me double check. I was having some internet connection issues actually a little while ago, so it's good that you call that out. Alright, try giving it a refresh. It looks like giving a refresh fixed it for me on my end. But let me just double check and make sure I'm not dropping frames too. Alright, let me check. Yes. Yeah, it looks like my internet's been acting up a little bit. It should be good now. It should be good at this point. I was losing frames though. Yeah, for sure. But it looks like it's stabilized again. I guess today's just a bad day for streams because I did a stream before this one too, like that only lasted like 15 minutes before I realized that like the stream was completely screwed because of my internet. So I don't know. My internet's supposed to be pretty good, but lately it's been kind of crap. At least today. Anyways, let's see if we need to go into the secret entrance or the regular entrance. But yeah, my apologies. Hopefully nothing too important was missed, but I doubt it. What you probably missed, Tugatoga, was a bunch of Meteor Paw! Meteor Paw! Meteor Paw! So I don't think you missed out on too much. You might have to take the secret entrance, because I don't think there's anything new here. If this doesn't open, then, like, by me talking to it, then I don't... Yeah, I think I have to go in the secret entrance.
How could they be so close? What's that?
Palm! Meteor Palm!
It takes so much to survive in this world.
Alright, let's go back to the secret entrance. Yeah, Tugatoga, let me know if the stream gets fucky, and I'll do what I can, but usually if the stream gets that screwed up, there's usually not much you can do besides just completely restart the stream and start over. So I'm hoping my internet kind of lasts.
Well, this looks wimpy.
You're fighting us?
Explosive kick! Explosive kick! Explosive kick! Explosive kick!
That
Guess it really
way too
was that
fast.
simple.
Oh, it wasn't here, I guess. Must be a little bit further around. Here we go. All the puzzles should still be done.
This ought to be simple.
You're fighting us?
Well, I'd say that's worth 10 out of 10.
Oh, this crap. I remember this. I'm actually gonna go ahead and like get the treasure chest I never got. Why not? A frog head acquired. What the hell is frog head? I've never gotten frog head before. A crystal headgear made in the likeness of a frog's head. No, if only you can convince somebody to wear it. It has the same amount of defense as It has the same amount of defense as a plate helmet, apparently, so that's not so bad. But why not? Yeah, froghead. I've been frog-headed. No! Please still be unlocked. Oh my god, I'm in hell! There we go. I'll save again really quick, because I guess you never know. Yeah, this was the crazy one where I think you want to take a blue. Oh, well, I guess that's how you get the that thing. Maybe you want to take the orange then. That's right, and then I think you take the orange again. Shit. There we go. We should be pretty close.
Don't let your guard down.
That was easy.
Boy, they were weak.
Oh, I can't wait for this dinner to get here, though. I'm so excited. Alright, let's see what happens. Yeah, it looks like this is a new cutscene. I guess this is where I was supposed to go.
You again. I told you never to return.
You know, I was trying to tell the game the exact same thing, that we've been here before, and the goddesses, or the rune people, told us not to come back. I said it. I've already said this.
We have word from the King of Van that the Eye of Truth is in here. We bring you these emblems as proof of our intentions.
Well, well. A successor to Mua's destiny has finally made itself known.
Destiny.
Please come with us.
Oh.
What the? Where are we?
This is definitely not the work of an underdeveloped planet.
Purgatory Inner Sanctum. I like the music. Nullifies fire damage. That's cool. That's not what I meant to do, though. I meant to do this. Ring of Mental Power. That's pretty sweet. Rune Metal. Sweet.
Keep focused, everyone!
This is tough.
Oh, these things are nasty. They take a lot of damage to kill. But thankfully I've got the fairy healing on the lockdown here.
I need that.
Strange little monsters. But worth a lot of experience, that's for sure. Oh, my dasher's nearby! Alright. Let me put the skills in and then I'm gonna have to wait for my dasher, I think. Train level 10, baby. Customization, smithing, and aesthetic design. Did I ever get smithing? Yeah, I do. Sweet. Okay. Alright, so yeah, I will be right back. I'm gonna have to pick up my food. And we'll have a little chat. Little fireside chat. Alright, so yeah, let's just relax for a second. Whoops, what'd I just do? Oh, I pressed the Netflix button on my remote by accident with my foot. That was smart. We are not Netflixing and chill, believe it or not. We are chilling though. Yeah, let's just wait this out. Get my dinner, and then we'll move on from there. But yeah. Let me see. What else is going on? I got a keyboard. I think I might have mentioned that on my last stream. I'd show it, but unfortunately it's plugged in to a wall. And I don't feel like unplugging it and replugging it over here. And also, it'd take up too much space as well, and it would be unseemly. But I will play something for you guys, because why not? That's something I can do to occupy the time. Let me pretend I know how to play the keys really quick here. I don't. I will noodle, though. I will noodle for you guys. Hopefully you guys can hear it. I'll turn it up as much as I can. But not too much, because I don't want to blow out the speakers either. Is that a fun little bass line? see, what else can I do here? I do drums. I'm good at drumming. How's that? Is that some good drumming? I hope you could hear it. I have no idea if it's reaching over there, but that was some drums. Hello! Let me see how the person's doing on the DoorDash. Alright, they should be here momentarily. Should be here any second now. I'm gonna go stand outside just in case they don't know exactly where the door is. Some of them do, some of them don't. I can remember where I put my keys. Oh, there they are. Alright gamers, I'm back and I have food. I'm excited to say the DoorDash went off without a hitch. We can now chill and talk and enjoy a wonderful meal. I'm very excited. I don't often eat on stream, so this is a rare treat. You will probably never see this again in your lifetime. But for now, you get to see it. This is not the appetizer, so I'll put that to the side for now. Here's the appetizer. Oh, I'm excited. Oh, it's exciting. We have delicious crab rangoons. Smells good. Looks good. They even have like a... Let me see if I can show this off. Yeah, I guess that's... I'll take that out. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm going to try to show it. But there's like a little white doily inside here. Do you see it? Can you... Is it seeable? Can you see the white doily? I'm not 100% sure because I don't want to tip it all the way over. so that you can get a good look at it. But anyways, but yeah, DoorDash is cool when it works. I made sure to tip pretty decently, so usually when you tip good, usually the service is pretty good, but not always. Not always. Good shit. So how's it been going, Tugatoga? You play any cool games lately? Let me turn my keyboard off too. You know, there's so many games that I'm looking forward to playing. Rebirth? Nice. Yeah, that's the big one that everyone's just playing. If I had a PS5, I'd be playing it. I also probably would have played the original remake as well, the part 1. But yeah, they look good. Like, I read that the PlayStation 5 exclusivity will be not as long potentially as the last one. In fact, they're saying sometime by June or July or something it'll run out. That doesn't guarantee that there's going to be a PC port the moment that the exclusivity contract runs out, but it could. It'd be nice. I'm down for it. I'd love to play them. I just don't have a PS5. Yeah, hopefully it's been fun. FF7 was a great game. I've heard that these remakes also deviate in the story quite a bit. Like, again, I don't know big details, and I've tried to keep myself relatively spoiler-free. I've had some spoilers, but to be honest, I don't even remember them anymore. So it's kind of fun. But yeah, I've heard that the story deviates a little bit from the original game as well, which is really interesting to have the balls to do that, to change a beloved story. You know, apparently it's mostly in small ways, but in some ways it can be bigger. I don't know. I haven't played it yet. I don't know. But when I do, we'll find out together. Hold it on PS5 for 3 to 6 months? Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, no worries. I was just, yeah. Yeah, so I kind of heard the same thing too, so if I remember right, it took a while for the PC port of the first, also sorry if the screen darkens, it's just the screensaver thing because I'm not playing the game currently. It took about a year or so, maybe more, for the first PC port to be released for the first remake, didn't it? Not 100% certain on that, but it seems like they're no longer dragging their feet on the PC ports, which is cool. Because yeah, I definitely want to play it, but I gotta play it PC. And also someday, you know, this is a bit off topic, not quite though, but took over a year. Yeah, it took a bit. I remember that. I want to play FF6 finally. I know that's such a strange game for a JRPG head such as myself to have not played yet, but... I mean, I've played it, but I've never beaten it. Like, I usually get to where Terra goes back to her village or whatever. The Summoner Village, or the... what are they even called again? Eidolons? Are they Eidolons, or are they, I something, right? Icons? I heard that too. I don't know much about that game, but that sounds cool. What's that, do you know anything about that game? Because I do not. But I saw someone post about it. That's also like a PlayStation exclusive game for the most part, right? I don't know if it's also on Xbox or something. Well, that's cool. Tenchu is one of my, I love Tenchu. I beat 1, 2, and, I guess 3, Wrath of Haven on PS2. Played all the PS1 and PS2 games of it. I like Tenchu a lot. I heard that, Sekiro was supposed to be originally going to be a Tenchu game, but then they made it more Souls-like. I would have liked a new Tenchu game, though. For people who like Souls games, though, apparently Sekiro's pretty beloved, so good for them. I haven't really gotten myself into the Souls series too much. I played Elden Ring, but I haven't played Dark Souls 1, 2, or 3 yet. Nor have I played Bloodborne. I don't know. I know a lot of people like them, and there's always that get good mentality that people have with them. But oh, that's cool. So I'd probably like Ghost of Tsushima. I probably would like it more than Sekiro. Because I played a decent amount. So my dad bought an Xbox One like a while ago. And he bought like a couple games for it. He bought Diablo, so me and him played that together. He bought the Halo Master Chief Collection. We played like a bunch of those games together. And then he also bought Sekiro, which I admit, I didn't like force him into it, but I kind of pressured him a little bit by saying like, it's a great game. And I wasn't lying. It was a great game. But it was too much for my dad. And because I didn't own it and I couldn't sit down and practice it, like, I'd go over to visit my dad, and I'd play a little bit of Sekiro, but I wouldn't be very good at it, because, like, I wasn't regularly playing it. You need regular practice to, like, be good at those games. So, every time I went over, I just wouldn't be any help to my dad, and I'd feel kind of bad, because it's like, damn, I wish I could beat this for you, Dad, but it's actually too hard for me, too. But yeah, I do like those kinds of games, and I like the lore, and I like a lot of different aspects of like Dark Souls, Bloodborns, and all that stuff, but I'm just no good at them. And I really don't have the patience to like bash my head against the wall for the most part. Oh, cool. Well then, maybe I'll stream it on PC sometime. That sounds like fun. Yeah. I had a bit of extra money this month, and I thought about it, and I thought about it, and I thought about it. And I was gonna get a PS5, and I was thinking about jumping on the PS5 train with the new Final Fantasy coming out. I couldn't pull the trigger, though. I just couldn't make that big of a purchase on, like, something that, like... I'm probably gonna play a few games on, but, like, it seems like all the stuff that I would play is getting ported to PC, so... I don't really need a PS5. I don't need it. And in fact, I might not even want it. The truth is, I might not even want a PS5. So I had to. I couldn't bring myself to make the plunge on that. Even though there's a handful of games that are currently exclusive to it, I know that's not gonna last. So I just gotta wait it out. Gotta be the patient gamer always wins. Yeah, when I look at games, I look for exclusivity, right? Bloodborne's still exclusive, and that one, they haven't made any plans to release a PC port, so... That one's definitely locked to the PS4 or PS5. But, Demon Souls Plus? Because they have, like, Dark Souls and everything. Do they not have Demon Souls on Steam yet? They might not. Good crab rangoons. Anyways. On to the piece de resistance. My sushi. Apparently it has spicy tuna and spicy crab and all sorts of different things going on with it, so I'm excited to try it out. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And that's why too, like there are a handful of games for me that I would want to get on the PS5, but like I said, it just wasn't quite worth it to pull the trigger on it this month. But I thought about it. I did. I was legitimately almost on board with buying a PS5. I was almost there. It almost got me. I was thinking about it long and hard. It's like, do I need this? Do I need a PS5? Do I need to play Final Fantasy VII Rebirth immediately? And I asked myself that question multiple times. And every time I really thought about it, the answer that I came up with was, unfortunately, no. No, I don't need it. I don't need it. I want it, but I don't need it. You know, one of those situations. And unfortunately, I'm not so well off. Like, I got a part-time job, so I've had, like, a little bit of extra disposable income. But I'm still not so well off that I could just buy a PS5 and, like, also be able to live a comfortable month. You know? If I bought the PS5, I'd have to tighten my belt as well. And it wasn't worth the sacrifice for it either that I'd have to make in terms of being comfortable. So that's another reason I passed on it. You know what? I'm going to... Usually what I do with, like, for instance, like grocery store sushi is I will use, like, the lid as, like, my soy sauce container and just dip it into that. But I actually have, like, a teacup I think I could use that I could put the soy sauce in that might be a little less ghetto. Let me go get my teacup and then I'll start eating this. Oh my god, the sushi is fucking huge. Holy shit. They aren't fucking around with this thing, man. Holy crap. Let me bring this up to the camera really quick. I mean, this is like a ridiculously good looking famous sushi. Like, look at that fucker. You see that shit? It's good, man. Whew! It's like, each one of these rolls is like a double roll, and like, they're big, and they look tasty as hell. I'm super excited. Okay, stop salivating, grab the tea cup, and then get the soy sauce going. One moment, gamers. Okay, I'm back. Got my cup. Here it is. This is what the sushi's going into. Or, sorry, well, I mean, I guess the sushi is going to go into it when I dip the sushi in here, but I meant the soy sauce. Opening soy sauce packets can be a little messy. But tasty. Where'd I put my other one? I know I had two. Here we go. There we go. That went a lot better. Yeah, let's enjoy some sushi. Try the first roll. Get a little wasabi on it. This is gonna be a big bite. So when you eat sushi, the way you're supposed to eat it, you know, you get your little. Actually, sushi can be a finger food in Japan as well, but I'm using the chopsticks, and you know, you grab your piece. Oh my god, this thing's such a work of art. I don't even want to break it up. But grab your piece. There we go. Alright, I need to get some wasabi on it too, though, so let me grab some of that. Not too much. Sheesh. There we go. Okay. A little wasabi. A little soy sauce. Alright. And here we go. First bite going in. We'll see how it tastes. This is going to be a big bite. You got to eat it in one bite, though. Mmm. Mmm. Yep, all those flavors hitting at once. Fucking heaven, dude. Nice. And it is a little spicy. I like that. It's not spicy, but it is spicy. Like, there's some spice to it. It's got a little bit of a kick. Makes my tongue tickle a little. I like that. It could tickle it a little more, if I'm going to be honest, but still good. Still good. But yeah, I'm thinking about it, and I'm not 100% sold on it yet, but I've been thinking about it. I might get that Princess Peach game at some point that's coming out soon, where you dress up Princess Peach in different costumes as she gets new powers and stuff. Almost seems like it kind of has like a bit of a Kirby feel, because every time you dress up as a different character or whatever that Peach is doing, you get new powers, and it's like almost like a different game. It looks like. Looks fun. Looks like a fun game. So I'm kind of down for it, honestly. Kind of down for that Princess Peach game. I might stream that soon. I'm not exactly sure when it comes out, but I think it's either out now or soon. I might snag it. Here we go. So good. Totally fucking worth it. Again, I'm not usually somebody who buys expensive sushi out of nowhere, but today was a good day for it. My paycheck comes in literally at midnight. So like my resources, my funds come back to me. So I can spend a little bit. Especially because I didn't end up buying anything big this month either. I'm able to treat myself to little treats like this every once in a while, instead of tightening my belt and not being able to treat myself at all. Feels good. Feels good to have good money management skills. Some people are really bad at it, and like they can't treat themselves because they are impulsive, and then they end up buying stuff with stuff that they want, but not stuff that they need, and then they regret it. I am not regretting not buying the PS5 right now. I'd take 5 sushi dinners over a PS5 any day. Actually, if this sushi dinner was 30... Well, the sushi part of it was only like 15 bucks, I think. No, 17 bucks. So, how many rolls of sushi like this could I order to equal up to the amount of a PS5? Well, a PS5, I haven't looked recently. If you buy it from a scalper, it could be $500. I think if you buy the disc system, like not the digital only version, but if you buy the regular version, I think it's a $450 console, isn't it? Again, I'm not going to Google it right now, but let's just ballpark it at $400. So, if a sushi roll is $17, so let's round it up to 20. Let's say, let's include taxes and whatever, right? And get it up to 20 there. 20 times 5 is 100. And 5 times 4 is 20. You could get 20 sushi dinners. Is that math right? 4 times 4, sorry. You could get 16 sushi dinners before you net the same value of a PS5. Assuming my math checks out. It doesn't always. I'll be the first one to say that I am not very great with math, but I think that worked. Let's do this thing. Mmm. Mmm. Mm. Anyways. What else is there to talk about? I don't know. I've been kind of thinking of something. I don't know if I should share it. I've been kind of thinking, like, I think if I got my apartment, like, really cleaned up and all in working order and everything and, like, looking really good. Like, it looks bachelor patty right now, right? Like, it doesn't look horrible. It doesn't look like one of those fucking hoarder shows where, like, there's just piles upon piles upon piles of stuff. It's all on shelves and everything. I could probably organize the shelves a little bit better, though. Make them look a little nicer. And, well, there's not piles. There is some stuff. Like some electronics and stuff on the floor that I could pick up and move and put somewhere. I could make this apartment look really spiffy is what I'm trying to say. I think if I got this apartment looking spiffy, I don't know. Maybe old Bachelor Ampersand might go out in the world and find somebody. That'd be fun. I don't know, I've been feeling, ever since I got this part-time job and I've stuck to it, and I've been doing really good, I'm kind of thinking about stuff like that. Food for thought. God, these sushi rolls are so big. It takes such a big bite. I actually have to mentally prepare myself to be like, okay, this giant thing is going in my mouth all at once. I feel like Booster in Super Mario RPG when he's force-fed that cake. Come on, Booster, open wide. Here we go. Like, it's weird to think about. Imagine me having, like, a family, right? It'd be crazy. Bunch of little Ampersand Juniors running around the apartment and, like, crashing into things and throwing stuff. And, man, it would be a lot harder to stream then. That's one of the reasons why I also don't look around. But, I don't know. Maybe it's worth it. A lot of people out there seem to think so. If I'm going to be honest, I don't think I super care about, like, having a family as so much I care about passing on the old, passing on the old Amper seed to the next generation, you know what I'm saying? Having, like, an offspring before I go, probably a good idea. Just to leave something in this world that, you know, before I'm gone, will stick around for a little bit and hopefully make their own little Ampersand Junior Juniors. And then those Junior Juniors have Junior Junior Juniors. Keep the world moving. Legacy. What's my legacy? Do I want a legacy? Do I care to have a legacy? Or do I want to play video games for people on the internet? It's a tough decision sometimes. Because ultimately, who cares? But that gets into my usual nihilism, and I won't depress anybody with my usual thoughts on the purpose of life being lacking thereof, unless you make your own. So, I've made my purpose in life, and that's to play video games and have fun and get through it as enjoyably and comfortably as I possibly can, given the circumstances of my birth and of my experience growing up, and all that good stuff that's too dark to talk about on a stream, although I have certainly slipped and done it before. But, yeah. Just getting through life without, you know... that gets way too dark. Never mind. Just getting through life and having a natural end is probably the best thing I can hope for. And I'll take it. Sounds good to me. This sushi is fucking amazing. Honestly, for 17 bucks, this roll of sushi, this is something I could have split with somebody and been pretty okay with. Like, this is filling. Maybe it's because I also had the crab rangoon. Maybe it's because I also had the crab rangoons first, but I am feeling quite full, and I still have 3 pieces left to go. And I'm not going to force myself or hurt myself, but I think I can do it. What other video game shit's going on, though? There's that Donkey Kong game. That was another game I was thinking about getting. The Mario vs. Donkey Kong series. One second. No, I lost a little bit of my spicy crab into my soy sauce. That's so sad. 1 second. Good job, local sushi restaurant that I really enjoy. Thank you for the sushi. It is so good. Oh, the Donkey Kong versus Mario, or Mario versus Donkey Kong series. So, like, you know, obviously there was Donkey Kong, released in the arcades. The progenitor of that whole series. The furthest ancestor that we can find is Donkey Kong. The arcades. Essentially, you got these platforms. You move Mario up them, and you try to get to the top, and that's pretty much the end of Donkey Kong. You know, the last stage, you have to run over these, like, golden pegs in the ground, and once you remove all the pegs, the Donkey Kong on the top falls to the ground. Spoiler alert for Donkey Kong if you've never played that game before somehow. But the Donkey Kong versus Mario series kind of elevates the art form of Donkey Kong. It becomes more puzzly. And that's why I'm probably not going to get it. I'm just no good at puzzles. They just piss me off. They make me feel really stupid and then they piss me off because I'm too dumb. I know my limits, gamers. I figured out how to use chopsticks, but I still probably couldn't do level 58 of Mario vs. Donkey Kong, even if I tried. But, it's still a cool series, though. I have a lot of respect for it. I just wish I was... It's kind of like shmups. I'm no good at shmups either, but I have a lot of respect for them, and a lot respect for people who play them. My God, this is so fucking good. I can't believe it. I can't believe there's still more. It's so good. The never-ending sushi. Alright, 3, 2, 1. You can tell, bro. That is real fucking crab, too. That tastes so good. Mmm. Alright, we're almost done and back to the game. And then we got a couple hours before I have to go to work. We might be able to beat it. I don't know how long this game is, but if we're gonna go fight Asmodeus, the Archfiend, and these are the last steps, then like it might be this dungeon, and then maybe a final dungeon to go to Asmodeus, and then Asmodeus. And then that might be it. So either by the end of this stream or the next stream, we might be done with this game. Which is crazy to think about. It was fun though. This is definitely a game that like warrants a replay in the future too. With all the stuff that I learned. There's definitely a lot of things that I missed. Apparently there's like a lot of side content to this kind of a game. Just didn't do a lot of it. But it would be fun to do. It would be... I mean, I didn't even know that there was affection points in this game until I got that hint that said that if you pickpocket, it lowers the affection points of all your party members. It's like, what? What? When did that happen? What the heck's an affection point? What does it do? What does it mean? I don't even know. There's so much about this game, and I've almost beaten it, and I still don't know enough about it. It's crazy. This game's insane. It's so good. So yeah, I'm definitely going to have to replay this, maybe with a guide open the whole time. And, you know, just get the most out of it that I can. That'd be fun. Alright, last sushi. Here we go. What is it like? Ikimasu? Stekimasu? Stekimasu! Mmm. Whew, good stuff. Hopefully you enjoyed the watching Ampersand slowly devour giant pieces of sushi and crab rangoon stream. Throw it all in the bag so I can throw it out after the stream. Get another swig of water. Keep ourselves hydrated and ready for more action. And also to get the little pieces of rice from the sushi out of my teeth. Probably didn't need to know that, but now you know. There's rice in my teeth. Eat hard, drink hard, play hard. Let's go. That was so fucking good. That was unbelievably good. I am so glad that I DoorDashed that. I was really thinking about it, man. I was like, man, should I DoorDash tonight or should I just, stop being a little puss and make my dinner? This was way better than what I was going to make myself. Also, 1 second. There we go. Alright, let's go back to the game here. Sorry for the break. Let's see what's going on.
Keep focused, everyone.
Those guys got chain guns attached to them. Is he gonna kick me in the face? He was trying to like stomp me or some shit. One down, one to go.
Well, there you go.
Mandrake, really? Oh, unfortunately, I can't carry any more mandrakes. Like, I really wanted it. Are you kidding? So, man, do I want to go downstairs? I want to check out that other room. I don't care if I get into a few extra fights. There's, like, something over this way that I want to check out next, too. What the hell are those? Whatever they suck and they're evil. Ah, she died before the fairy healing could get her. Good thing I revived her, she wouldn't have gotten that level. Let's see what we can give her. She could finally max out determination. He's almost maxed out his train stuff too, which will be nice. Oh, it's just another way down. Now I don't know which way to go.
This looks tough.
I must protect all of us.
Meteor Pole!
I need
She really doesn't seem to do all that much damage. I wonder if she has a weapon equipped. I know, what the hell just happened? Why did my guy dash over that way? I know my main guy, got his weapon unequipped at one point. I wonder if Ilya got her weapon unequipped at some point. I just missed it. Let's find out. Why is she doing no damage? No, she has a... Maybe it's the frog head. Maybe the frog head is bad. Let me see if that helps her damage output. A flare ring? What's that do? Nullifies fire damage, doubles water damage. Oh, that's right. I got this, I got this thing that I could give to her. Could be useful. Just so I never run out of healing.
This is tough.
Yeah, this is tough.
I needed that. Let's keep this pace going.
Oh, so hopefully I'm not getting any errors right now. I just noticed that, my stream, on my side, seeming to have issues. Let me make sure it's not happening on OBS too. Yeah, I'm getting, like, some issues here. One moment. The fuck? What can I do about it, though? What do I do? What do I do? Yeah, I guess I just gotta stop.